England keep the series alive with a 28-run win over India in Rajkot. Here are your takeaways. Adil Rashid turns 37 next month ahead of the Champions Trophy in Pakistan, but he proved he's still got it even at that ripe old age. His match-winning spell of 1 for 14 exerted a lot of pressure on India's middle order, but it was the ball that dismissed Tilak Varma that particularly stood out, not least after Tilak's match-winning innings in the second T20 in Chennai. It was a typical Rashid performance, varying his pace and adjusting to the slowness of the surface, a pitch that probably didn't quite play to expectations, lower scoring game than many had anticipated in Rajkot. But that ball to Tilak, a leg break which turned sharply, bit under the bat and hit the top and middle stump, was probably the moment that the game really turned in England's favour, and England had him to thank, not least for his role in a 24-run partnership for the last wicket, which dragged them up to what proved to be a defendable total. Neither England opener made double figures in the first two T20 internationals, and Phil Salt failed for a third time in the third game in Rajkot, but Ben Duckett top scored, scoring his second T20 international half-century and his first at the top of the order. Duckett got underway early with a trademark scoop for 6 off Mohammed Shami, and continued with 5 consecutive boundaries at one stage across 2 overs, one from Hardik Pandya and one from Washington Sundar. He slowed down a little bit in the middle overs and fell at an inopportune time, the ball before the drinks break, but his half-century ensured that England's bowlers had something to bowl at. Despite the result, England continued to struggle against the turning ball. It's been a recurring theme not only in T20 cricket, but in the Test match arena too over the past couple of years, and this game was no different. Their middle order collapse of 44 runs for the loss of 7 wickets through the middle really should have been decisive, and yet again England struggled to pick the mystery spin of Varun Chakravarti, who has bowled exceptionally well in this series but has really benefited from some poor technique and some inability to read the ball out of the hand from England's middle and lower order in particular. Liam Livingstone, however, did have a much improved showing against spin after struggling in the first couple of games, hitting Axar Patel for 1-6 and Ravi Bishnoi for 4, including 3 and 4 balls at one stage, as his 43 dragged England up to a defendable total. Nevertheless, it feels like it's going to be the same old story for England against spin at the moment. Joe Root will return to their setup in the ODI leg of this tour, and there are already being questions asked as to whether he should return to the T20 fold after 6 years in the wilderness.